Hey, this is JP with Central Idaho Mountain Weather. It's October 10th, 2025. Looking out at the Trailing the Sheep Dog Trials Festival area. You can come on down and watch the dogs compete over the next 3 days. It starts this morning. And if you're still enjoying this broadcast, we ask you to do a one-time donation, or even better, sign up for that monthly sustaining membership. We got a wet and cold weekend ahead of us. Today, we're going to start out with some isolated showers. The winds are going to pick up quite a bit today. We heard some nocturnal storms come through this morning with some thunder. And we got more in store for a cold front coming through tonight. That's going to have a heavy band of thunder showers and rain associated with that. Really, really high snow tonight. And then showery and windy for most of Saturday. Not a complete sopper, but the models are not totally in alignment, so lower confidence with that. And then the temperatures are going to drop 10 degrees from today to tomorrow, and then another 10 degrees for Sunday. So looking like a 20-degree drop from Friday to Sunday, and then snow line drops down to 5,500 to 6,500 feet for Sunday morning, looking like 1 to 3 inches of snow. So let's get into it. This is looking at the mid-level water vapor map. So the warmer colors are where the dry areas, and where you see the greens and white and blue, that's showery activity. So we have Tropical Storm Priscilla, the remnants here, churning up some moisture. That's where we got those nocturnal thunder showers last night. We have this dry slot of dry air. So that's going to be kind of this morning's weather. We're not going to really have too much, except for some pop-up stuff happening between this system to the left and the remnants of Hurricane Priscilla. So as this cold front on the west coast moves east, that's what's going to drive our weather for the next few days. So we're just kind of waiting on that cold front to happen tonight. Let's look at the HUR model. All right, put this into play. So you can see these were those kind of pop-up nocturnal showers we had early this morning. If you were up, you can hear the rain battering on my roof. And then we'll have right around 5 or 6, we'll have a couple isolated storms coming through ahead of this cold front. You can start to see that band of cold front, or band of thunder showers ahead of the cold front form right here. And that'll be pretty significant overnight, just series of thunder showers moving through the area. Clears up a little bit for tomorrow morning, and then we just kind of have these spotty showers. So this is around 11 in the morning, Wood River Valley into the Pioneers. We're going to have some scattered showers, and those are going to kind of develop a little bit more into Sunday or Saturday night. You can see as that low moves forward, we're going to have even more activity. It looks like a little bit more of a widespread rain instead of these pockets or bands of showers. And that's all we got for the HUR to play out. So it does look like it's going to get stormy again Saturday afternoon. You got that hit of rain in the morning, a little bit of dryness, and then it picks up again for Saturday afternoon. Sunday looks like it's going to be a little bit drier. Let's look at the thunderstorm activity. So throughout the day, we're kind of holding on to 10 to 20%, except over in the Pioneer Mountains. That widens quite a bit into tonight, where we're going to see 70 to 80% chance. That greatest corridor is going to be right over the Wood River Valley, heading over into the Lost Rivers on that southwest northeast diagonal. We are in southwest flow today, so that's going to kind of prime the activity for the southern half of the of the Central Mountains. You can see our temperatures taking quite a big of a dip from the high 60s today to the mid 50s tomorrow to the mid 40s on Sunday. And then we rebound a little bit into the 50s for next week. So Sunday morning is going to be quite cold. Looking at the snow lines here, this is for the Pioneer Mountains. So today we're going to be fairly high, hovering 11,500 to 12,000 feet. And then tonight it's going to slowly start dropping as that cold front comes through. But it's going to be a lot slower to drop, it seems like, in the Pioneers versus the Sawtooth. So however that comes through, that temperature is going to let us know how much snow we're going to have. Right now, it's not really forecasting much in the Pioneers because I think that warmer air is just going to remain in the southern zone. So this is looking at snow right now for Saturday a.m. to 6 p.m. Really not much. Maybe picking up about an inch. I'm guessing there's going to be more in the Pioneers. There's just a lot more rain. Or a lot more water heading there. By Saturday night into the Sunday morning is when we're going to get most of that snow and that cold air comes through. The Lost Rivers are looking at 4 to 6 inches in places, whereas everywhere else in the Central Mountains we're like sitting at 1 to 3. Not as impressive as it was looking earlier in the week. So we'll see what happens. I think if that cold front comes through a little bit earlier and we can get those temperatures to come down, we'll see more snow. This is looking at how much rainfall or water quantity we're going to have. So this is for today. Pretty light rains for the Wood River Valley. The Pioneers are going to get some out of this. And then tonight, it really is when it turns on. You can see the southern zones are really getting hit with most of the moisture. This is kind of a flip-flop of a couple days ago. So that southwest flow is really going to be hitting the southern eastern portion of the Central Mountains, which makes a lot of sense. I was kind of a little scratching my head the other day when the Sawtooths were going to be getting most of the precip. And then Saturday, looking like about, not a total wet event. This actually looks less than what the HRR's predicting. And then Saturday night, we get another hit of moisture before Sunday. It kind of starts to not clear out, but we're getting less rainfall with that. All right, I meant to show this a little earlier. This is the winds that are going to be happening. So you can see, let's see, where are we at? This is right about now, 8 a.m. So it's quite windy in the mountains, in the 30s, and that's going to pick up into the 40s throughout the day. Really around 3 or 4, it's going to pick up 40-mile-per-hour winds in the mountains, looking like in the 20s from the valley floor. So pretty windy. And then this is when the cold front comes through tonight. You can see gusts up to 55 in places in the mountains as that cold front comes, or those are prefrontal winds ahead of that cold front. And then it starts to back off a little bit into Saturday morning, where we'll then pick up again through the day, but it's going to be more isolated to the southern zones and the Pioneer Mountains, where we'll see those winds on Saturday afternoon. All right. Whew, a lot of information today. Let's look at the MBM models for how much water we're going to get. I'm going to play this through. We'll go just to Monday morning. So again, the Pioneers are going to be picking up the most right around Hyman Peak with that orographic lift is looking anywhere from 1/2 inch to 1 inch in the upper mountains, much less in the in the valley floors, but like kind of Ketchum, north of Ketchum's looking like about a half an inch of water. Haley's looking like 3/10 of an inch. So not a total washout, but this is definitely a lot different in the models than what we were seeing a couple days ago, where it was more in the sawtooths. Now to flip this, this is how much snow we're going to get by Monday morning. I'm not really following how this is working with the models. I know the temperatures are supposed to fall a little bit faster in the sawtooths, so that'll drive that snow level, increase the snow level with those cooler temperatures. But like, what's happening in the Pioneer Mountains? Like, these are higher elevation mountains. There should be more snow on this, so I'm not really buying this model forecast. We'll see how it pans out, but I think the Pioneers are going to pick up a good amount of snow, probably 3 to 5, like above 11,000 feet would be my prediction. We'll see how it pans out. Really long talk this morning. Thanks for everyone that hung out.